And so we've taken back our health, and Grayson showed you how to take back your wealth. And he's gone through the compensation plan. You know, do we have on here, Grayson, the slide that has the aging process?
Yes. Oh, I'll get back to it.
I want to show you one thing right here. Aubrey de Grey, we talk a lot about him, and quite a geneticist, and he studied populations of people. And one thing he found was that, and many others have also, as far as our genes are concerned, how long should we live? Have you looked at any of those studies before? Our potential to live 150 years is there. But obviously, if we walk out and the postman runs us over the band tomorrow, well, that shorten our life slightly. But many other things, you know. If we grew up with parents who smoke, like I say, 380,000 people die every year from secondhand smoke. Depends on what type of foods we eat. We know that in third world countries where they don't have the health care that we have, they don't have a lot of the things that we have, even as far as nutrition, but we know that their cancer rates are a fourth or less of what ours are, because we have too many things. You know, we paint, we pesticide, we put on 15, 20 different products every day. We're exposed to so much more, so our cancer rates are through the roof. So it's taking back our life, taking control of it. But our roadmap, kind of like when you buy the Dodge Cummins engine, what do they say? That baby will go 300,000 miles, you know? Well, you know, it probably will if you take care of it along the way. You change the oil, you get it tuned up, you change the air cleaner, and you make sure that you're taking care of all those parameters. The same is true with our life. If we think that we're going to, you know, party every night and we're oh, okay. If we're going to, you know, live a lifestyle where we have a lot of stress, we don't get the rest and nutrition, well, guess what? We're going to cut back on that. But as we're aging, we see here from age 0 to 20, about every day old we are, we age about a day. But as we get older, it actually increases exponentially, because by the time we're about 20 or so, our sirtuin genes, the resveratrol helps to turn back on, shut off. And so our hormone levels start to taper off. In fact, you know, for men, when you get about 35, 40 years old, you start to see a significant decline in testosterone, and women, you know, their hormones, estrogen, progesterone, start to fluctuate. As we get older, and hormones are what trigger a lot of our mechanisms and biology in our body, they start to fluctuate, and most of them decrease. And so by the time we get down here, we're 40 or 50, you know, we've had 50 years of eating food that's very hollow in nutrition. And I mean, extreme cases of malnutrition, you know, rickets, where people aren't getting enough calcium, and then you see what happens to people who don't get the protein they need in their diets, you know. It has an outward effect. And so as we age, we are what we eat, or as Dad always says, we are what we absorb. And if we're not getting the nutrients, but we're just getting the calories, it has a great effect on us. It's like not changing your oil in your car. And all of a sudden that Dodge Cummins engine is not going to go 300,000 miles, it's going to go 120,000 miles. Well, by the time we get down here and our immune systems start to lower, which is the reason why we need to keep fucoid in our diet, to keep our immune system up, and take Spectromax to neutralize the free radicals that we're exposed to every single day. By the time we get down here in our 70s, you know, that's about when we're done. Our life's over on average. I think now in America, what is a man, 75, 76, one was about 78 or so. But reality is, our genes are programmed for about 150 years. But it's this beating we take down the highway of life by not taking proper nutrition and getting the rest we need, taking care of ourselves, is why we're dying at mid-age. We're not dying at old age, you know. We're dying halfway through the game. And so really what should happen, and Like I say, I think Dad's going to be out there to that 150-year mark. He said, I'm not going down anymore, I'm going sideways. You know, he's going to shoot right across there. And I think he will, because he has dedicated his life to this research like I have. And like I say, what sells today that we're promoting and we're manufacturing and we're geared up in the lab for, well, I hope that next year I'm back here telling you we have a new breakthrough. Because research has gone around the world, and that's really one of the real benefits and blessings we have over the last 25 to 30 years. We've developed a network of scientists and vendors and suppliers and manufacturers around the world that we know who to go to, who is processing correctly, who's doing the research, and what university studies are taking place in Russia and Ukraine, and areas that a lot of the world's not exposed to, but we've done business now throughout the world to where we have a real network in the scientific community. So really the solution is the triangle of life. And if you're going to know anything about products before you get into, you know, omega-3s and white krill versus every other fish in the ocean, you know omega-3s are very beneficial for you, but I hope you trust us to know that we're doing it right. Because I am concerned about krill versus salmon. I am concerned about omega-3s versus omega-6s and those type of things. And so